Okay, I'd like to call the meeting of the Economic Development Committee to order. It is October 8th and the time is 8:39. I will take a roll call vote. John,
Galen present.
Mark,
Present.
Rich,
Is already present.
and Reep present. All right. The agenda has the minutes, but I don't know that
Nope.
I sent those out, so we're not gonna I don't even think they were in the packet, so we're not gonna review those, so we're gonna skip over that.
Did I send them to you? Did I send my notes to you, Abby?
I'll have to check, Rich. Honestly, I don't
Okay.
remember, so that's why we're skipping over it.
Yeah.
That's right. You took minutes last time, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought you did. Yes. I'm almost positive. And I probably didn't do anything with
They
them.
were sketchy. They were just they were just notes, right?
Yeah, but I think that they were, I mean,
Had all the votes and all
that's
that.
all minutes have to be. So that's fine. We're not going to get dinged for having minutes that are just bare bones as long as they have the necessary information. All right, so let's talk about Village for a Day. Ian and I went out and knocked on some doors on, Ian, was that Tuesday?
That was Monday.
Monday. Wow. Well, time flies. All right. So, Ian, I'm going to turn it over to you for kind of a status on the brick and mortar businesses and then also on any of the forms that any of the other interests that have come in.
Yeah, so actually, I know I had mentioned I was going to stop by West Acton Monday. I was not able to get there in time Monday to make the planning board meeting, so I was able to go today. So I knocked on some doors, visited some businesses, and got a lot of good reception. Everybody who was busy said that they would try to post it up in their window, and probably visited about 4 or 5 businesses over in West Acton. As for Boxborough, I got your email today, Abby, and I think we could benefit from maybe knocking on Swim Fit. There's a couple outstanding ones, just a few more brick and mortar that we could do, but more or less we got the bulk of the brick and mortar businesses within the corridor of focus that we're doing the Village for a Day in. 25 Stowe Road and Middlesex Bank Plaza and everything kind of between there. So we're in a pretty good spot. And currently, I should pull this up, but
Okay.
I just checked. We have 21 businesses now, and that number is a couple 21 businesses that have signed the form, the Village for a Day interest form, and then there's about 3 to 5 additional businesses that have either expressed interest or flat out said they were going, that have not yet filled out the form. So I sent an email out to them today because they probably responded to one of my emails. But yeah, we're in a good spot. I think we have a good amount of folks planning to come. And what I had mentioned to Abby on Monday was that I'm not sure 21 or 25 businesses would exactly warrant the use of 61 Stowe Road, that lot a bit further south, just because if they're put there, they might feel like they're kind of thrown away from everything else.
Right. But there is a good parking lot there. So maybe
There is, yeah, and
one
that
option, would be to use the parking lot, and maybe if Keith is interested in opening up the building and showing people the building, that might be interesting. I don't know. So I did get a call. We missed each other today, but Richard Hilton from the Historical Commission called, and they're interested in perhaps doing like a little walking tour in Village Center for the historical building. So I'm going to talk with him
nice.
tomorrow. So that could also be kind of an option, maybe at 61 Stowe Road,
Okay.
possibly. And then the other thing is that perhaps there are other town boards and committees, like the Fire Station Building Committee may want to have a table. So I just want to make sure, or, any like, Boxborough birders and BCT, like we need to offer it up to any of the town boards and committees.
Yeah, I did, Abby, per that, and I think I shared with you earlier, I did talk to Kathy Cisco from the Bucksboro Emergency Corps.
Yeah.
And she was asking if, there was opportunity. So I just said I would bring it up and check.
Yes.
And we talked about that. So I don't know, it's probably just a note back to her, just one of us, somebody just sent a note back saying, yes, absolutely. And
that's why I didn't pick up.
if, I guess we just have to give her the form. Do people just have to fill out the interest form?
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry,
Hey,
what
Megan.
group is she with, Rich?
The Boxborough Emergency Reserve Corps, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
So we need to make sure that any of the other like town organizations, if they want to have a table, that they fill out the form.
I had 2 additions that joined. Darling Be Mine filled. Oh, you see it down there, and then Magda Lyons. Those were 2 additional. Jen did hers today.
Great. Yeah. So I was saying, Megan, Ian and I did some door knocking on Monday, and we need to go out and just hit a couple more places. And then Ian, you did you get in West Acton by any chance? Did Silver Unicorn say that they were interested, or?
They said they would put it up. They gave me a reason that they couldn't. I think they had an event that day, but they had something going on that day that didn't allow them to, but they were able to still post it up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, there's definitely some more that we can hit up. We do need to get this kind of all of it firmed up in terms of who's coming and who isn't, or who's coming. I'm gonna say, what do you guys think? Maybe by Tuesday, so we can put this, make a map and put that together.
I think that's great to have it early because people are like, "Oh, where should we go?" Just so they have space and some things like Danny's Place wanted to do a cotton candy machine, and the singer needed plugs, so things like that might be helpful for logistics.
Right, for sure. Is Danny's Place on here? Did they sign up?
Yep.
Edie
there's
did.
somewhere
Yep.
here.
I talked to her the other day.
Oh, great.
I have to talk with either Ed or Jim about the cotton candy machine because it's the only one that I'm not sure that they'll be able to provide. Like, I've been asked to get commercial kitchen licenses or permits from everyone, and I just know that Danny's Place probably isn't going to be able to provide that.
Yeah,
So
they
I'm wondering.
they won't. I would,
Yeah.
and we will nix that. They did it at the Oktoberfest, and it was really a nice opportunity. But to deal with all of that, I know Katie was like, she already asked that, and I said probably Boxborough will want that, so they won't be bringing it then.
Okay, let me talk to either Jim or someone tomorrow specifically about that because our food vendors are pretty smoothed out
Yeah, and
regarding
this is
their
just
permits and license.
tiny a little machine that they run, so they'll nix it. Yeah.
Great. All right. Yeah, so are there, okay, go ahead.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say I think Tuesday would work, but tomorrow and Friday I'm beginning on the map, and once I'm gonna have most of it done, and then those few that come in on Monday and Tuesday I'll easily be able to add. I'm meeting with the fire department tomorrow. They had raised a couple concerns about safety, EMS and fire access, just wondering about if there was any wiring or temporary power hookups and estimated attendance, as well as the food permits. We're supposed to meet Monday, and we'll be able to meet tomorrow. I was waiting to meet with them before I got in contact with these businesses. So I'm meeting with them pretty early tomorrow to nail these things down, so am able to provide a more robust update for emailing these 21 right here.
All right, great.
Yeah, and it might be helpful to do a walkthrough with the chief. That's what I did for the Steel Farm.
Yep.
Just to show this is where they might need support and help. And
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Another thing on that, I think the Middlesex Bank Plaza is going to be kind of our most, I won't say wishy-washy, but it's going to be changing the day of, because Brittany let me know that they need to have their employees park out front until they leave for the day, which will be around 12 or 12:15. It's the policy that the bank has. So as long as they're able to stay up in those first few spots in that front lot, they'll be fine. And then once the event starts, they'll be moving to the back and setting up somewhere immediately in their vicinity.
All right. That works. Yeah, I think the next few days we should just try to drum up and see if we can get some more organizations and businesses to join us. But you know what? This is pretty good for our first time pulling something together like this, and we'll get our crosswalk.
Like that we don't have.
I can pull up that real quick.
And then Abby, any luck with any of the like Bravo or Liquor World or Carpet Center or any of those spots? Because it would be nice. Yeah.
So this is interesting. Ian and I went down there on Monday, and we talked to Simon at Bravo, and he's going to be away, but he was like, oh, wow, like if I had known, like I could have brought, sold pizza slices down there. But then we kind of said, well, your other option is to do kind of the open house type thing on site. And so he took some flyers, he put flyers up, but we do need to follow up with him to see what he wants to do. I mean, if he wants to come down and sell food, I think, he does have the kitchen to be able to do that, right? Isn't that how that works? Because he has a commercial kitchen?
Yeah, but do you need the permit and all that because it's outside the facility? It's
probably be easier if he were there, on his own site. And then we went to Liquor World, and I suggested, like, well, obviously they can't come to do a pop-up because they're selling, it's alcohol. And but I suggested maybe they want to do a wine tasting that day. And if we advertise that they're doing a wine tasting, that would definitely bring some people down there.
Did they bite?
He sounded kind of interested, so I'd like to follow up with him.
Okay.
And then the Carpet Center was closed, but the next door down, I don't know if you guys knew this, but SwimFit now rents that space, and they're starting, or I don't know if they've already started, classes.
Yep.
Adaptive.
And it's like an adaptive, kind of like the adaptive wellness that used to be there, but they're utilizing that for that program because that space is perfect for that. Being able to walk right in, accessibility, things like that. That they're great. And I think it would be great if someone could reach out to SwimFit because they're doing a lot of programming, and if they could do it, maybe just people.
Yeah, no, Ian, already.
I know they're on the list, but maybe just.
But I would, because, especially because Steve was a grant recipient. So that's one of the ones we definitely want to follow up with and see whether they could either come down to the center and, do a pop-up, or if they could staff the Bravo Pizza location that day, the Plaza location that day, so people could go in and check it out.
Their advertising, it's so interesting. It's a flotation class with sound bathing, with like full immersion, crystal bowls, but it's like this float class that they're offering.
In that space?
No, in the pool, but they're advertising it at that space for.
All right. Well, I would really like to get SwimFit, get them in there. We went into Oscar's to see whether, they, I talked to Oscar on the phone because he wasn't there. And Oscar's definitely interested in doing some sort of promotion or something. So kind of follow up with him. We didn't visit Flamingo Market. So I kind of feel like we should at least visit Flamingo Market and say, if you want to do a wine tasting or something, we'll put you on the map. Excuse me.
It's a good idea. Yeah.
But and then there are some other artists in town that we haven't heard back from. So I'd kind of, if we can get some more artists or artisans in, that would be great. And then again, some of the local organizations, BCT, Boxborough Birders, and then the boards like, Fire Station Building Committee might want to have a table, and Historical Commission might want to do something. So I'll talk to Richard tomorrow about that. But, at some point in time, we have to say, all right, this is it. This is our event. These are our participants. This is our first year doing it. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, no, I think that's just it, Abby. I mean, I think you've got 20 some people. There's a few other people to go rap on doors, see if we can pull them in, get a couple more open houses, a wine tasting, a whiskey tasting, whatever. And then, you get the map and here we go, right?
And let the event happen.
Let it happen. And then if, the people will see it, and if Richard Hilton could do the walk around, I think that's a great way to encourage walkability, right?
Yeah. He called it, when he emailed me, he called it a walkabout.
Yeah.
And
so
I think it would be great.
Yeah, let it happen. And then we'll see where we end up, and maybe we build from it. Maybe people get interested, excited. Hey, I want to be a part of that. So
yeah. So that also makes me think the EDC also needs to have a presence, and we should have a table, probably one table at Middlesex Bank Plaza and one table up at the church. And that way, if people only hit one location, they'll at least get the information that we're trying to convey, and try to encourage them to walk and check out the field, because we also have to talk about how are we going to get feedback from people about this. Are we going to maybe ask them? I'm just throwing this out there, and I'm totally open for ideas. Anybody that visits our table, can we ask them for their email address and then follow up with them after the event to say, did you try out, did you walk from here to there, blah, blah, blah. What did you think? And kind of get some feedback that way. Does anybody else have any kind of thoughts? Because the whole purpose of this was, to kind of work from the tie and bond village center work that we've done. And this is a chance to just gather some more data.
Can we get so Tie and Bond had some pictorials. Is there a chance I don't know what we're thinking about for our table, but a table with the map and maybe a sign-up sheet, like you said, Abby. And then maybe, can we get like an easel with like a couple, like for each table, there's like maybe 2 pictures of the schematics that Tie and Bond did?
Yes.
So people want to know, like, what are we talking about? Like, this is what
yes.
we, right?
That's a great idea. Yeah.
So that's going to be, Ian, that's going to be, there's probably, she had them there the day we did the night we did the thing, but there's probably a couple of key images from that study that need to get blown up and put on an easel board that we could have, right? In the wind and rain. It'd be great. But yeah. And
because
pick them out.
Yeah. Great.
Perfect. Yeah, I can go through this and grab some stuff that would be useful for us.
And then
we definitely have an easel. That stuff's easy in printing.
We probably have one, we probably need a couple, one at Middlesex Bank and one at the other table. And I like the sign up, Abby. I think so I think SurveyMonkey is a really good tool. And you can have people, like the businesses that are signed up, we have their email, so that's easy. We just send them the thing afterwards. And then if people want to sign up, friends of EDC, they can sign up, give us their email, and we can push it out to them and get their feedback. And so the SurveyMonkey can kind of filter, were you a vendor, a business that you had a table set up? Were you just a visitor? Were you, and then it'll filter all that information and you can get different cuts of it.
Yeah.
And we'll have the maps there, of course.
What was that, Ian? I missed that.
Oh, sorry. I said the maps that we plan on handing out.
Right. Yeah, we definitely want to collect data from this. That was our whole thought on doing this. we also need to talk about I'm guessing on Thursday of next week, we'll know what the weather's going to be on Saturday and whether we need to call this, right? What do you guys think? Thursday?
Yep.
I hate to call it any sooner than that, just because New England weather. So, all right. Right. So, Mark, you're going to be staying put at your location that day, correct?
I can probably move back and forth because I'm going to have Seth, who works with me, stay in the shop.
Okay.
And so I'll probably roll by just to have a look because I don't want to miss it.
Okay.
Completely. So, but yeah, we'll have somebody up at my place for anybody who wants to come in. And
okay.
I haven't been able to even think about it, frankly. In the last
no worries. I mean, this is like, it's kind of too bad that we're doing this like right after town meeting.
Yeah,
everybody's like so up to here with town meeting stuff. Especially our planning office. So
yes.
Sorry, Ian. Sorry,
no worries.
Mark and Rich, planning board members.
Yeah, no. Our heads are exploding.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be so much better after it's over.
Yes.
Let's see. Yep, flyer, letter, logistics. Yeah, so Ian, what is the situation with creating the crosswalks and sidewalks? Is that something that we, the EDC, do? Is DPW doing that? Like, how does that work?
So Alec and I are going to be working on that probably pretty early that day to get that done. But it sounds like, unfortunately, we hit a wall with MassDOT when we reached out to them. They said they'd pass it up. And they said that, so one benefit from this is that actually last night they restriped the two crosswalks that we have outside Middlesex Bank and at the Stowe and Middle Road intersection. But they did say that our temporary crosswalk in their right-of-way will not be allowed. They didn't want to give pedestrians a false sense of security. Their words, not mine. So to be fair, it's only one crosswalk that we won't be doing. Crosswalks within our right-of-way won't have an issue. We coordinated with Ed a week and a half ago or so, and he was totally fine with it, as long as we're using chalk and nothing that's going to stick there for too long. So we'll probably have some cones and some sidewalk chalk that create a temporary sidewalk from the church up to the town hall down to the intersection, and then as well down potentially down to Enclave, or at least down to the length of 61 Stowe Road, and then two temporary crosswalks on Middle and Stowe Road. But yeah, unfortunately, the Mass DOT was not super privy to allowing us to go crazy with the chalk. But they did restripe those two crosswalks, which was great. And the engineer put in a request to have the pedestrian signs at the Middlesex Bank Plaza upgraded before the 18th. So,
wow. All right. So something good did come out of it, just because
there you go.
Yeah. So that's great. That's
Awesome.
good. And then if we try to do the event, again, we just keep trying. That's all. Well, thank you for getting that far. That's awesome. So Megan, have we heard anything from PTF or Ian? Did they?
Yeah, they're sharing out the information. I shared it on the Blanchard Memorial School page. I shared it out on their PTF page, and they are planning to come. But I didn't see them. I didn't see there on that.
Yeah, we have to push on them to say, because that way we want to know, like, where are they setting up, where are the kids' activities and that sort of thing. So
do you want to follow up with Michelle, or do you want me to, or
can you do it?
Yeah, I'll text her right now.
Great, thanks.
Rachel, the president, was just texting me earlier today.
Okay.
You have the form for them to sign up, or the link, Megan?
They have the letter. I shared the letter with her, and it's in the link. It's in the letter, right?
Yeah.
Abby, do you have Kathy Cisco's email or?
I might. I'm sure I can find it. Or do you
mind pushing the letter to her? I don't have it.
Okay. I will reach out. You know what I'll do is I'll reach out to her. Let's just make a list, like I said, to invite. So BERC, BCT, FSBC, birders. Anybody else have any other ideas?
Anything from the schools, like Boxborough Children's Center or Taylor School. I'm just thinking of kids' activities.
Oh, we didn't hear anything back, did we, Ian?
From all of those or any of those? Which ones?
Taylor School.
Taylor
Boxborough
School,
Children's
yeah.
Centers at the UCC.
Nothing yet from Taylor. I went to the library today, and Payshon's definitely got her eyes focused on Diwali Fest, and says that she'll definitely be wanting to do something for this. She might just hear from me next week. So
okay.
And I walked around at the West Acton Oktoberfest and basically was letting people know that we're also doing this event on the 18th. So wouldn't it be great if you could just roll up your table and save all of those things that you're giving away? And so one of them was the school committee, because I know they're doing a whole strategic plan. And I did talk to Adam Klein, and I said, it'd be great if you want to have a table just to share the word out to families.
Yeah.
And he said, I would love to, but we are strapped because we're doing Diwali Fest. So I kept hearing that from a lot of the Open Door Theater. They're doing something at Diwali Fest, and so I know that there's a lot of different organizations. Most of them were nonprofits, not as many businesses. Another one was Wendy Trinks is trying to. I talked to her. She's trying to sell Usborne books or something, and she wanted to know if she can sell books. And I thought, well, sure, why not? I mean, you're doing that.
It's a business, right?
Yeah. So I did talk to a lot of the people that were at Oktoberfest to let them know.
All right. So So here's the thing. This Sunday is Diwali.
Yeah.
Fest. So we can I'm planning on going. So we can hit that up.
It's a great way to just, while they're there, tell them that this.
Say, hey, it's next Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah. So that could be kind of a good blast to go there.
That'd be awesome.
All right. So Ian, I'd like to get some flyers to bring.
I was just gonna say I can print out 50 or so more tomorrow and give you a big stack. If you're able to come by tomorrow, just let me know.
Yep, I sure can. So so if any of you guys think of other businesses or organizations or want to follow up with the list, we can do that. And I think that's pretty much it. And then as far as volunteers go, I mean, again, we're a small crew. Lala's probably going to be stationed in her store. I don't know whether she'll have somebody else manning it, but we'll just have to kind of spread out, and because EDC has a table, we'll have a table at each location. We'll just kind of rotate, take turns, and Ian and Alec will be there. So I think that works.
Megan, if I'm not mistaken, you planned on doing a table, correct?
I don't think so. I'll help with this. So.
Okay. All right.
Wondered about sorry, go ahead, Rich.
No, please go ahead.
I just wondered about porta potties. Any luck with DPW on that front?
I got back to Mike Murphy from Throne Depot yesterday. I have an email sitting in my inbox that I'm going to reply to tomorrow, because I got a hold of Mark Lyon at the very tail end of the day today, talking about the placement of it. So I think we're all set for the porta potties. Just the exact placement. It is going to be on the back side of the building. Specifically where, I'm going to double check with the fire department, make sure that it's out of their way, and then check with Gina's Dance Studio. Is it Gina's Dance Studio that's there?
Yep.
Yeah, Gina's Dance Studio and Lala, to let them know that we're probably going to be using some of the parking spaces directly on the backside of theirs to for that. So yeah, we're all set with the porta potties. They're gonna come Friday and pick up Sunday or Monday. I'll find out, but we are all set.
Great. So we're only going to have one at Middlesex Bank?
We're gonna have two at Middlesex Bank, just because we do need a handicap accessible one.
Got it.
Thinking.
Okay. And then, so for up at the church location, would we direct people into town hall to use a restroom then?
I can definitely ask about that tomorrow. Get back to you guys via email.
Okay. All right.
So PTF is confirmed. They are coming. She said, I thought after a call, did I need to do something else? So
yeah, fill out the form.
Yeah, I was like, I thought maybe, but I'll check that to make sure.
That's great. The thing is, we kind of need that spreadsheet all filled out so we know it'll be there so we can do our layout.
Okay.
Is to do the map and figure out, are we putting these organizations here and that sort of thing. So
do we have any capacity to accommodate the inevitable people who are going to show up and hadn't registered?
We will have room.
Okay.
We'll have room. We don't have very many people.
Because I'm sure there's going to be somebody who's going to show up and say, oh, I didn't know I needed to register.
It is very possible.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I think yeah, sorry, Mark, continue.
No, I was going to say I have a spare tent if somebody needs one, kind of thing.
Oh,
okay.
Great.
Yeah, we also, Abby and I had talked about, since we are getting the tail end of freebie market, that we might be trying to get some of the tables there. The only thing I would caution is, and I'll maybe try to get specifics during my meeting with the chief or captain tomorrow, is those people, those stragglers that do come in looking to promote, market, or sell anything, they probably won't be able to serve food unless they just so happen to have all of their permits on hand. But any fire, propane, electrical use, that's probably going to be a pretty hard no. But it seems like most of these businesses that we have been reaching out to don't really fall into that. But we'll just keep an eye out for that and communicate well with each other on the day of.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of doubt anybody's going to show up and try to start serving food, but like you never know, right?
Right.
Somebody shows up with his axe throwing trailer.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Ian, I'm curious about the lasagna company. So did they reach out? How did they hear about this?
Yeah, they were on somebody had put them on their spreadsheet and said
I found them at the Acton Farmers Market list.
Yeah, there were a bunch of food vendors and they were very interested and they wanted to come. They sell frozen lasagnas, so I kind of felt bad if he was just going to come with a bunch of frozen lasagnas that nobody could try. And so he runs out of, I want to say it was Holliston, but he had sent me all his materials, working out of a commercial kitchen, and as well as Harris Hearth Bread Company out of Acton. They're more local, but again, they do work out of a licensed kitchen and are registered with the Neshoba board. So
yeah, I think having a good mix of some, like, again, local organizations, artists, artisans, some food specialty food sellers, and then just food to eat on premises is kind of a nice mix. So again, it'll be small. We're not expecting that many people. We've been asked, how many. Megan, I know you had said like 175 to 200. I think that would be great.
Mm-hmm. And Abby, I did get back to Brittany. I know you didn't see my response on that email, but I called her yesterday, and that's the number I gave her, 175 to 200.
Thanks. All right. And John, I just want to check in with you. Are you planning to be there that day?
Yes.
Okay, great. Excellent. Ian, what time do we need to get there?
That's a good question. I'm probably gonna say between 9 and 10, but I will confirm with you
Okay.
tomorrow. I'll talk to Alec about it. We'll probably get there around 8
Okay.
and be doing our setup, maybe earlier. We'll see.
Okay.
And you guys can probably expect 9 or 10. So I will be in contact with you about that.
All right. And then we can tell vendors that they can come in and start setting up at 11.
That works. Yeah, I think that's the most reasonable.
It shouldn't take them that long,
No.
right? And so. All right.
Question, Abby. How
Yeah.
many of any you had up the list? How many of the businesses along the route? Like I thought I saw Alpha Cars on the list.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are they going to have some? Are these businesses going to have something set up? Is that their plan? Or
So it's on their premises. So
Yeah.
they're going to do something. I don't know. Ian, what was the marketing guy at Alpha Cars?
Ludwig, insurance.
No, Alpha Cars.
Oh, sorry, Justin.
Justin. Yeah, he's really pumped.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so you have Alpha Cars, and then is Pink Dog on this list?
We went in there when we went in on Monday, and we explained the concept and gave the flyer, but I don't think that they've registered. We can follow up.
Okay.
Because we didn't
that's
get
accurate.
we didn't get to speak with the owner. Now I can't remember her name. There was another
We
guy.
have her contact because the two of them have come to our business breakfast twice now.
Yeah.
So they're pretty, connected and always have been engaged.
So I can follow up with them via email, Ian, if you think that might be effective to say, hey, I stopped in with the associate town planner the other day.
I think that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So
yeah.
I just counted 6 here, Rich, and I'm just trying to confirm here. We have Alpha Cars, Architect Mark, I think twice, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And then Ludwig Agency, the Art Studio, Two Friends Chocolate.
Where's the Art Studio? Is that in the corner?
It's upstairs of 25A, I believe, the front building on Mass Ave. She's going to be doing an open house. A unique one, too, because she had actually let us know about a bee issue. But it sounds like it's more or less solved.
It sounds like it. She emailed us again yesterday.
Oh, God.
You know what, Ian? We didn't go over to the yoga studio in the wood frame house 25B. I don't know.
Which yoga? Who was that? Was that? Do you remember their name? I had heard from a few.
You mentioned it while we were walking on Mass Ave. It was.
Not Daring Dog, right?
Nope, not Daring Dog, but I'll follow up with Anne also.
Okay. Because I know that it was either Daring Dog or this one that we're talking about. Somebody had got in contact with me with yoga, and they said that they weren't able to go that day. So.
Oh, okay. So that's the wood frame building. Because I don't know if there's any other business in that building other than that yoga studio. Does anybody know?
Is it New England Goddess Temple?
Goddess Temple.
That's it.
Yep. I think it was her. I'm gonna pause my screen here. I'm almost positive it was her.
And she said she wasn't available to do an open house that day.
I'm trying to think who's the other woman that has a wellness center there?
Oh,
what is her name?
Those might be under the same one. The Durga Studio.
Yes.
Yeah, those were listed under the same name actually.
Yeah, Jennifer Sundin, the founder of New England Goddess Temple and Durga Studio.
Okay, so Jennifer isn't available. Is that what we found out?
I believe so. I'm looking for her email right now.
Okay. Yeah, let's just confirm that. it'd be great if we could have a business in that building open, but
I'll let you guys know. I
okay.
definitely reached out a couple times to her and nothing yet.
All right. Is there anything else I think, like, again, I think the next few days is just getting as many people to sign up to, to kind of finish our list of who's coming, kind of get that wrapped up.
I was going to ask you guys, when I start this map, is there anything specific you want to see? Right now, I'm envisioning one map of the event and one map of Boxborough, and like the one of Boxborough will say, come on down to Fine Line and Architectural Elements, come to Bravo and Oscars, and parking, and then the other one is going to show the event itself and specifically where each tent or table is located. Is that?
Yeah, is it are you doing two-sided?
Yeah, I could do two-sided. I could do two separate with businesses on the back with more information.
I think one document two-sided. What does everybody else think?
I can probably figure something out.
Yeah, I think that
on one page.
That makes sense. I think if it can work, Ian. Yeah, because you can almost, you're doing a call out of the village center, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're basically filling the page of the village center, and you're going to have the dots, and then down on the bottom a key of where all the businesses are. I guess it might be a little tight, but you can tighten the print up. I think that's okay.
Yeah, I can definitely make something that's one sheet, two maps of the town, one sheet, and make sure everybody's business information is on there as well.
Yeah. All right. All right. Does anybody else have any other ideas or concerns, anything that they want to discuss? All right. So I think we should try to meet next Thursday. I think that's what we were originally gonna do for a quick meeting to check in. And also we have to make the call about weather, and that shouldn't be Thursday night. That should be Thursday morning. What do you guys think?
Well, you wake up in the morning, you listen to the weather, you heard it the night before, you see if the morning after confirms that. I mean, I do a lot of weather stuff because I fish, so I have a lot of weather sources.
Ooh.
So I'd be happy to do that on Wednesday evening, and then ping everybody on Thursday morning and say it looks good. Because a lot of times what you'll get is these weather reports that say 80% chance of rain, but that doesn't mean it's going to rain all day long 80% of the time. It means it may rain heavily at some point in time, and sometimes that'll be in the morning. And so you're good for the afternoon. You'll be lucky. So I can get that kind of report.
Okay.
So I'll set my calendar for
Wednesday.
A week from today.
Yep.
And ping myself in the evening. All right, so I'll set myself a reminder.
I'll set a reminder too. I'll shoot out an email to everybody.
That's about the only thing I can do. Right?
Morning.
No, that's great. That's great. All right. So do you guys want to meet next Thursday night to just kind of tie up any loose ends, or what do you think?
If we need to just,
I think we should
coalesce to make sure we're locked in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Should we do 7:30, or do you guys want to do 8? I'm flexible.
I like the later time, honestly.
Can't say I don't.
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm looking at it doesn't matter. It depends on if a homework project. Sorry, I was late.
How about, why don't we say 8 o'clock? Because that gives people time to eat dinner and settle in. And
so the 16th at 8.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have back to school night at the high school, but it goes to 8:30. But I can I'll hop on in the car or something.
You sure?
Yeah.
Unless you guys want to bump our meeting to 8:30.
Fine by me.
Sorry, then I have a Southern Mass sailing call at 8:30.
Ah!
I'm like triple booked that night. But anyways, I can keep you posted.
All right, let's say 8. And we'll see
Yeah.
how that plays out. All right. Anything else that we're forgetting? I don't know.
Do we do the minutes from the 14th or
we didn't. Yeah, I have to kind of gather. Rich did the minutes from the last meeting and I didn't send them around, so we have to but I believe the last meeting we approved the minutes, the previous minutes. So I got to go back and look.
Okay.
So
all right, I'm just trying to keep
yeah,
up
I know. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We're not caught up, but
what was the other thing I was going to mention? And I just shot a couple emails to like Paper Moon Theater. They're starting a new like voice. She's doing voice lessons. She's in Boxborough.
Great.
So as I try to gather some more folks, I mean, I think we're great. I think that list looks awesome. Like you said, Rich, it's a trial. We're doing this out, but I think we can certainly try to reach out to a few more folks.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's still time.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like when Ian and I were talking to people and they were like, what? There's no fee? Like, nope, no fee. So
yeah, good.
This year, if it's a huge success, then next year we can start charging money.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If there isn't, I don't have any specific chairperson's items, but Ian, looks like you want to say something.
Yeah, just real quick. If you could send me Keith Lyons' contact, I do want to see if we can use his lot for parking. And then for next Thursday, I'm just putting it out there so we all remember. We have to do a budget review, but it shouldn't take more than 3 or 4 minutes. Every committee has been asked to do so.
Right. Yeah. If you could remind when we're making.
I have a reminder set for the agenda.
Yeah. So on Tuesday, because Monday's a holiday for you guys, right? So on Tuesday, you and I will set the agenda, and then the meeting can get posted on Tuesday.
So we have a meeting on the 16th at 8 p.m. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
It's going to be a rough week because we got town meeting 2 nights in a row. But
well, but then it's over, so everything after that's going to be easy.
True. Okay. Anything else before somebody makes a motion to adjourn? All right, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, Rich. Who seconded?
Mark.
All right. We have a motion from Rich, second from Mark. I'll do a roll call vote. Mark?
Wait, aye.
Megan?
Connor, aye.
John?
You and I.
Rich?
Bizardi, aye.
And Reap, aye. All right. Thanks, guys. This is great. I'll send out a whole bunch of emails tomorrow and we'll see if we can kind of build this up a little bit more.
Thank you.
That's great.
All right.